The highwayman by often noise. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ruin of moonlight over the purple moor. The highwayman came riding. The highwayman came riding up to the olden door.
He had a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of the claret velvet, and breeches of round skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle, his boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a jeweled twinkle. His pistol was a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle, under the jeweled sky. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed into the darkened yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune through the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love lock into her long black hair.
And dark in the dark golden yard, a stable wicket creaked, where Tim the ostler listened, his face white and peaked, but his eyes were hollows of madness, his hair like moldy hay. But he loved the landlord's daughter, the landlord's red-lipped daughter. Dumb as a dog he listened, and he heard the robber say,
"One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight, but I shall be back with yellow gold before the morning light. Yet if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way."
He rose upright in the stirrups, he scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hand in the casement. His face burnt like a brand as a black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast, and he kissed its waves in the moonlight. Oh, sweet black waves in the moonlight. Then he tugged at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west.
He did not come at dawning, he did not come at noon, and out of the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's rivet, looping the purple moor, the red coat troops came marching. King George's men came marching out to the olden door.
They said no word to the landlord. They drank his ale instead. They gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. Two of them knelt at their casement with muskets at their side. There was hell at every window and death at one dark window, for Bess could see through her casement the road that he would ride.
They had tied her up to attention, many a sniggering jest. They had bound a musket beside her, the muzzle beneath her breast. "Now keep good watch," and they kissed her. She heard the dooman say, "Watch for me, my moonlight. Look for me, my moonlight. I'll come to thee, my moonlight, but hell shall bar the way."
She twisted her hands behind her, but all did not so good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood. They stretched and strained in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years, till now on the stroke of midnight, cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it, the trigger was at least hers.
The tip of one finger touched it, she would not strive for the rest. Up she stood up to the attention with the muzzle beneath her breast. She would not risk their hearing, she would not strive again, for the road lay bare in the moonlight, blank and bare in the moonlight, and the blood of her veins in the moonlight throbbed to her lips her veins.
Tlot, 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 tlot. Had they heard it, the horses ringing clear, tlot, 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 tlot. In the distance, were they deaf that they did not hear? The highway down the ribbon of moonlight over the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding. The redcoats looked to their priming shoes, stood up straight and still.
Tlot, tlot in the frothy silence, tlot, tlot in the echoing night. Nearer came the nearer, her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment, she drew one last deep breath.
Then her finger moved in the moonlight. Her musket shattered in the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with her death.
He turned, he spurred to the west. He did not know who stood, bowed her head over the musket drenched in her own blood. Not till dawn he heard it. His face grew gray to hear how Bess, the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for her love in the moonlight and died in the darkness there.
Back he strode like a madman, shouting a curse to the sky, with the white road smoking behind him and his rapier brandished high. Blood red were his spurs in the golden noon, wine red was his velvet coat, when they shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway, and he lay in his blood on the highway, with a bunch of lace at his throat.
And still in winter's night, they say, when the wind is in the trees, when the moon is a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding. A highwayman comes riding. up to the olden door.
Over the call was clattering and clang up to the darkened yard. He cracked his whip to the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, plaiting a red dark love knot to her long black hair. The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes.